This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. In this video brought to you by the luxury world, we will discuss the evolving Rolex market of 2025, a market that is undergoing profound changes in availability, pricing, and buying dynamics. What once was a landscape defined by scarcity and soaring premiums is now shifting toward greater accessibility and more balanced valuations. This transformation affects collectors, first-time buyers, and seasoned enthusiasts alike. Join us as we explore the factors driving these changes, the implications for buyers, and how to navigate this new Rolex environment with confidence. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to do so to stay informed on future updates. For those considering the purchase of a first Rolex or seeking to expand an existing collection, these developments introduce both promising opportunities and new complexities. While Rolex's 2025 price list offers surface-level insight into these dynamics, highlighted by a 19% price increase in gold Daytonas, in contrast to modest adjustments in stainless steel models, the real story lies beneath the headlines. A deeper analysis reveals critical shifts in production strategy, secondary market behavior, consumer preferences, and authorized dealer practices. The following exploration provides a comprehensive breakdown of these changes and outlines how to effectively navigate the new Rolex environment. Before assessing the recent shifts in the Rolex marketplace, it is essential to understand why the brand commands such a dominant position in the world of luxury timepieces. Unlike most high-end consumer goods, which tend to depreciate rapidly post-purchase, Rolex watches have long been known for maintaining, if not appreciating, in value over time. This rare attribute stems from several defining characteristics. Rolex enjoys unmatched global brand recognition. The name itself is synonymous with prestige, quality, and timeless design. The company also exercises strict control over its production volumes, thereby maintaining an aura of exclusivity. Meticulous craftsmanship, combined with an emphasis on durability and long-term reliability, ensures that each watch is capable of lasting for generations when properly maintained. Furthermore, Rolex has historically committed to design consistency, allowing iconic models like the Submariner or Datejust to retain their core aesthetic across decades, fostering long-term collector loyalty. Until quite recently, the process of acquiring a Rolex watch followed a predictable trajectory, especially for highly coveted models. Pieces like the Daytona, Submariner, and GMT Master II were rarely, if ever, available for immediate purchase. Securing one often required placement on lengthy waitlists, sometimes stretching multiple years, and building a purchase history by buying less sought-after models to demonstrate loyalty to an authorized dealer. This system created a high-demand, low-supply environment where secondary market premiums became the norm. In many cases, prospective buyers were faced with paying thousands above retail for the privilege of owning certain models without waiting years. This dealer-controlled framework, while frustrating to many, helped sustain the perception of scarcity and desirability around Rolex watches. The beginning of 2025 brought a notable wave of price increases from Rolex, but the distribution of these hikes reveals an intentional strategy. Precious metal models experienced far more significant adjustments compared to their steel counterparts. For instance, the yellow gold Daytona's retail price rose by approximately 19%, reaching nearly $49,000. The Day-Date 40 in yellow gold increased by around 15%, while the Sky Dweller in the same metal climbed roughly 12%. In contrast, steel models like the Submariner without date saw only a 2.6% increase. The GMT Master II rose by about 3.1%, and the Explorer II had an increase near 1.8%. This pricing divergence serves multiple strategic purposes. It appears Rolex is intentionally placing greater emphasis on its precious metal offerings, perhaps as a means of increasing average order values or repositioning the brand further into ultra-luxury territory. At the same time, the relatively modest adjustments in steel models suggest an effort to preserve accessibility and maintain broad appeal for the core customer base. Perhaps the most unexpected development in 2025 has been the behavior of the secondary market, particularly for precious metal Rolex watches. Just a short time ago, these models were commanding significant premiums over retail due to scarcity. Now, that narrative has shifted dramatically. In many cases, gold Daytonas that retail for nearly $49,000 are available on the secondary market for approximately $42,000, while gold Submariners priced at $36,000 retail now sell for closer to $31,000 pre-owned. Even platinum day-date watches, with a retail price near $58,000, are found secondhand for around $48,000. This represents a reversal of the traditional dynamic, where buying directly from an authorized dealer virtually guaranteed a watch could be flipped for profit. In contrast, new buyers of gold Rolex models may face an immediate depreciation of $5,000 to $10,000 if the watch is resold soon after purchase. Several factors contribute to this trend. Rolex has increased the production of precious metal pieces, leading to a greater supply. Simultaneously, macroeconomic uncertainty has made large discretionary purchases less appealing for many consumers. Investors who entered the watch market during its boom years are beginning to exit, reducing speculative pressure. Furthermore, consumer preferences are shifting back toward understated steel sports models, which remain more liquid and desirable in the resale space. Conversations with authorized dealers reveal the challenges faced at the retail level due to Rolex's shifting strategy. Dealers in London have noted that gold models, once sold instantly, now sit unsold for months, whereas steel watches move almost as soon as they arrive. Retailers in New York highlight the profit margin squeeze, with gold watches historically yielding margins of 35 to 40%, while steel models only generate 15 to 20%, making it increasingly difficult to maintain healthy profitability. In Hong Kong, dealers observe that buyers come armed with secondary market pricing knowledge, often refusing to pay full retail for gold models when gray market alternatives offer discounts. The long-established practice of building a purchase history, which has also been destroying fewer desirable models first to gain access to coveted watches, is also losing efficacy. This shift in buyer behavior forces dealers to rethink client engagement strategies, moving away from transactional gatekeeping toward value-driven relationships. Wait times for popular Rolex models have shortened considerably compared to previous years. Where the Submariner once required a 5-year wait, it now takes roughly 1.5 years. For buyers interested in steel sports watches, patience remains necessary, but the waitlists have become manageable. Establishing an authentic, long-term relationship with an authorized dealer continues to offer benefits, though it is advisable to exercise caution when confronted with secondary market listings demanding high premiums. For those drawn to gold and other precious metal models, the pre-owned market now presents substantial savings, making it a worthwhile alternative. Buyers should remain mindful of the potential for immediate post-purchase depreciation. Additionally, negotiation opportunities within boutiques have increased as dealers look to move inventory. Collectors and enthusiasts benefit from the current shift, as the market is returning to an emphasis on wearing and enjoying Rolex watches rather than treating them primarily as speculative investments. Special or discontinued references continue to command interest and are worth seeking out. Stabilized pricing fosters a more favorable environment for deliberate, considered acquisitions. Looking ahead, industry experts anticipate further realignment. Production is expected to favor steel models more heavily, reflecting consumer demand trends. The dealer network may undergo consolidation as profit margins narrow. Secondary market pricing is projected to stabilize, reducing previous volatility. Moreover, greater transparency and inventory availability will likely result in a more balanced and satisfactory retail experience. For genuine enthusiasts, this recalibration represents a welcome return to authenticity. The market is moving away from manufactured scarcity and quick flipping toward a culture that values the craftsmanship, heritage, and experience of owning a Rolex. Wait times are shorter, pricing is steadier, and shopping experiences are increasingly transparent. This evolution is reminiscent of Rolex's original ethos, producing robust, timeless instruments designed to be worn and cherished, rather than merely traded. What are your thoughts on the topic we shared in this video? Let us know by leaving a comment and giving this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to the Luxury World for more insights into the world of luxury timepieces.